Scorpio, what's up? Welcome to your May reading. This is Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. I will be your Starchaeologist for this Starchaeological dig into the month of May. What is in store for you guys? I'm psyched to find out. This reading, my intention here is to deliver a message to you the message to you that will align you best with your highest path, your highest self, your highest good. So, if you have anything else you want to throw on to that, intention-wise, take the time to do it now as I shuffle up these cards. It's happening. Scorpio, lightning is striking for you in the beginning of May, if not the end of April. And whatever this lightning strike is, this moment of truth, or this truth that has been revealed to you, this mental clarity that has just revealed itself, this idea, this decision that the Ace of Swords is representing here, whatever this is that has just come to you or is about to come to you, is something that you can really feel very grounded and secure in. The Ace of Swords pairing with the King of Pentacles here is like saying, I mean, the King of Pentacles is heir of earth. Heir of earth. This is all about the grounding earth of ideas, air. So, and paired with this, it's really the grounding of this very specific idea, this very specific decision, this mental clarity, whatever's happening to you in here right now, whatever portals are opening for you here, doors are opening for you here, connections that you are making in here in the month of May, that is setting the stage for something very secure that you can feel safe in. The King of Pentacles is not the Queen. This is the father aspect, the masculine aspect of the Pentacle suit. So materialism, being provided for, feeling like we are being taken care of here on Earth. Being protected, having these assets and feeling protected by these assets. All of those things, those material securities that we depend on, they're bringing structure and order to you in the form of actual money, property, or any other practical elements of security. And it's all coming from this idea, from this mental clarity, from this decision that you make in the beginning of May, or that you've just made now at the end of April. So this is very promising. This is a time for you where, having made this decision, having had this idea, you are feeling newly inspired. Your outlook moving forward is quite positive. You're motivated by this lightning strike. You know, there's something invigorating about the storm. Just for, even though the lightning strikes in just 1 second, it's enough to light up the whole world for that 1 second. And it's like your whole world has just been lit up by this idea, by this decision. You see your path forward very clearly. That's all you need. You just need that moment of light for a split second. And then when it goes out again, it goes dark, you still have in your mind's eye the path that you saw in that moment of the lightning strike. So whatever this idea is, come back to it in moments of darkness, or moments of struggle or doubt or fear or whatever comes up in May, because there is something about this idea, about this mental clarity, that makes everything simpler for you. If you're able to just look at it and honor it for what it is, and not have your mind respond with doubts, questions, all the concerns that we think make us practical and logical, when in fact they're not often serving that purpose. If you're able to just focus it on that the power that comes with that Ace of Swords energy of that truth, that mental clarity, it will be easy for you to distinguish easier for you to distinguish what you need moving forward. What are the next steps towards that? Or if you feel lost in other ways, let this idea, this mental clarity, this decision be your guide as you move forward. Even in other areas of your life, if you feel confused, if you're like, I don't know what I should do about this, I don't know what I should do about that, whatever mental clarity, whatever truth is coming from this, whatever you know this to be about, which I do think, being in King of Pentacles, this is something about your home life, your job, your finances, your property, your assets here on Earth, the things that you value here on Earth, in a very material way. It's yielding material abundance in this way. So whatever this Ace of Swords idea is about, this mental clarity is about, it's almost like that is all you need. You only need mental clarity about that to propel you and guide you through everything else. If you feel lost, come back to that as your compass, to guide you moving forward. And it's almost like that will help clarify other truths, other mental storms throughout your month of May. You might also just be finding yourself doing that naturally, I think, because this is what's starting the month. And if you feel yourself almost like mentally obsessed with something that is inspiring you, that is a new idea, a new decision, don't feel the need to dampen that at all. There is something guiding about this mental renewal for you. And it is guiding you towards this, if you've not already experienced this. Because that's another take on this. I think for some of you, you actually have achieved a certain level of material security by this time, that whether it's something that is just like you've just inherited something, you got a new job, you got a promotion, something that has come to you that has brought more material security, structure, and order into your life. You could be starting May from that place, and it's from there that allows you, that opens up your mind for truth and clarity. It's almost like being in that position and not having to worry about those things. It wipes all fear from your mind in a way that then you're able to make room for new, for intellectual creativity, for seeing a situation from a new angle, making a decision about it from that new angle, from that new perspective. You're able to make a decision now from a fearless place, because these very practical needs we have are being met for you. So without those being in question, you're not making a decision based on survival, on your own survival. You're making a decision based on want, not need. And that's opening up your world. That's allowing you to make those decisions from a fearless, love-based place, as opposed to, well, what do I have to do to survive? I need to do this to avoid the thing that I am afraid of happening to me. That's never a good place to make decisions from, but it's often the place we have to make decisions from, because basic needs aren't being met. Your basic needs are being met at the beginning of May, and that's opening you up, that's freeing you up. Along with that comes, along with great responsibility, comes great power. The action and advice cards for you are the Magician plus the Daughter of Wands. Scorpio, isn't this crazy how we've got two different suits, swords and wands, but both depict snakes that are creating infinity symbols. The number 8 with these, with their bodies. 8-8. Eight's a very, very powerful number, and also when we look at this from the aspect of those numbers being this infinity symbol, it's like whatever clarity is coming to you, whatever idea is coming to you, it's not just a new idea, a new refreshing idea, a new refreshing decision. It's something that is guiding you to aligning you with your soul purpose and your soul path. Being a Wands card, it's like this is the marriage. These two cards being next to each other, it's like the marriage of your mind plus your soul. Your mind is working hard here to provide practical ideas and solutions to fulfilling your soul's destiny. And this, I just think that that's extremely powerful. Having these two infinity symbols, these snake, also as snakes. I mean, snakes, the symbolism of snakes, they're the animal of transformation. They are reborn many, many times in a single lifetime, because they're the most physical manifestation of death and rebirth, because they shed their skins and are kind of born anew, reborn. So whatever, I see this being a big rebirth for you. I see this being this truth that is revealed, this mental clarity. However you are seeing the world launching into May, it is aligning you with your soul purpose, and it's starting this very everlasting, again with this infinity symbol, transformation. This transformation that you are undergoing, it is an everlasting transformation. You're not going to go back after this. This has the potential to be incredibly lasting and revolutionary to the very foundation of your being, how you exist in the world. You are stepping into a new skin. You are stepping into a new skin. You are stepping into the skin, mate, for some of you I'm hearing, that has been waiting for you. It's the skin that you came on Earth to step into, to inhabit, to experience the world in. And many of you haven't really lived from that place yet. It's almost like, I think some of you have maybe even felt in some aspects of your life like maybe there's been elements of imposter syndrome, feeling like, oh, I'm not where I'm supposed to be yet. I'm not who I am supposed to be yet. I'm still trying to conform to some outside idea of who I am, or pressure from other people, from society. And you're shedding that disguise now. You're shedding that disguise, and you are growing, being reborn into your true selves. I also say this because I haven't really talked about this yet, but I'm looking at it while I'm talking about all of this. The Magician card being paired with the Daughter of Wands here. The Magician card, so this is our first major arcana card that we have in May for you. And I mean, the Magician, it's yeah, it's your May is an experiment, an experiment in exploring your own power and how you wield that power, and really seeing how you can create magic from what seems like thin air, when really what you are creating from, what is manifesting before your eyes like a magic trick, are things that begin here. Ace of Swords, that new idea, that decision, that thought that is driving you, that is propelling you, that feels almost like it was planted in you and it's a gift. That, and also your heart and your soul, Wands, Daughter of Wands. This is whatever it is, the thing that you want, that you are going after. You are laying a foundation right now for how you manifest your desires in the world, how you create from thin air, how you invent, how you reinvent yourself. You are the magician in your own life. And part of the new skin that you are stepping in is this skin of the magician, is recognizing yourself as a co-creator of your world. The world isn't happening to you. You are co-creating the world. And you cannot take that position too lightly. Don't take that position too lightly, because you're also so powerful that as soon as you say, I am not powerful, then you're not anymore. Because whatever it is that you say, you make it the truth like that. That's how powerful you are. So, whether it's actually stepping into your power, recognizing your power, or denying your own power, you are incredibly powerful in doing that. And you will see that take shape in your life. Whatever is the thing that you think, whatever is the thing that you feel, the idea that you have, the emotion that you feel, the dream that you are pursuing, whatever it is, the manifestation of all those things is a careful, it's the result, the answer of an equation of all of those things. So how many good feelings are you having? How many bad feelings are you having? How many thoughts that support this new idea and this dream, this soul desire, this soul purpose? How many thoughts are you having that support that? And how many words do you speak to yourself that don't support that? All of these things are going into this equation of what you actually create before your eyes, of what actually shows up on your doorstep, what your world looks like when you open your eyes in the morning. The advice here is really take your power seriously, because you have the opportunity to create a foundation, to build an everlasting foundation, an infinitely powerful foundation. And hello, another infinity symbol right above the magician's head here. We have like 3 infinity symbols. I just see this as being like, this has the potential to be an everlasting something that you are building right now that will long outlast you. It's like you have the potential to create a foundation that is so strong it can never be threatened again in your life. It can be something that you go back to over and over and over again as a way to protect you, to build you up, to propel you forward, almost like this refuge. And I think it's all coming from whatever this idea is, whatever this mental clarity is in the month of May. It might be a realization, a truth about yourself, about the nature of who you are, and maybe how powerful you actually are. Whatever it is aligning you with your soul purpose, with your highest self. So if that is the direction that you want to go in, you have the opportunity now to commit to that direction, to commit to that path, to commit to this higher vibration of living that will be an everlasting transformational change moving forward at this point in your life. It won't be possible to go back. Your eyes are being opened right now in a way that's like, well, once I've seen these things, I can't unsee them. And That's really, really powerful. Daughter of Wands also actually appears specifically to represent a type of creative, spiritual breakthrough or transformation. Being a feminine, having a feminine energy. I think the thing that you are creating is not only your dream, but it is the creation of your new self. It is you are the co-creator of your life, of yourself, and your life is your legacy. Your life has the potential to be the greatest work of art that you can make it if you choose to see it that way. What is the legacy that you are creating? What is the beauty that you are creating just by the act of living? Not by product, not by actual, necessarily even like creation of physical, of anything physical, anything material, anything tangible. It's like, I'm just hearing like your life can be a work of art. Your life can be a work of beauty. Your life can be a work of inspiration. And you have the power to design every day to reflect whatever it is that you would like to reflect to the world. To the world and about the world. Your outcome here, the what you're coming out of May with, I think it's no joke that this transformation for you is propelling you along a path of real spiritual or creative, those words are the same to me, spiritual, creative, but apprenticeship, like devotion to a project, devotion to something that does align you with this soul purpose, with this deep desire that comes from something so much greater than you. If you're able to really harness and accept your own power in this, honor the decision, the mental clarity that you have, the idea that you have, the truth that you face in the beginning of May, that is propelling you along this path of just devotion to a craft for the sake of the craft, for the sake of doing it. Kind of like actually what I was just saying about living, like making every day of your life be a work of art. That is not for the sake of any result, any finished product. It is simply for the act of doing it, for the journey, for the act of creation. And that is what real devotion to a craft is. That's what real apprenticeship is. It's not so much any sort of obsession or expectation for reward. There's no attachment to reward. There's no attachment even to result, even though, of course, we are perfecting our craft for the sake of creating better results. But a real craftsman, a real apprentice is devoting their life and their time to this because it's the act of creation itself. It's the journey towards the result. It's the journey towards the product that is the most fulfilling and rewarding thing in itself. And I think that this is a direct devotion. This outcome, we have the Eight of Pentacles plus the Moon. What a card to end up on here. This is a devotion, becoming an apprentice, a student, a devoted servant to your own dreams, to your own wild unknown. The Moon card, they say in this deck, which is called the Wild Unknown, it's kind of encompasses the whole idea of the wild unknown. It's the shadow realm. It's the place where dreams are born, but also fears are born. It's where there's so much mystery and magic. And there's dark and light sides to all of those things. But we can't, it's kind of the acceptance of the wild unknown, the acceptance of the moon card, of knowing that we have a conscious mind and we also have this subconscious mind that, and both affect us a lot. It's the acceptance of this very dual world, this dual reality, that opens us up creatively, that opens us up spiritually, because we aren't denying any one part of ourselves. And I think I see this as a real devotion, a real commitment to work that you will be doing on yourself. It's like on your shadow self, understanding the dark and light sides of you, exploring your emotional realm, diving deep, but also in the process of that, you're diving deep into your own creative process, to your spiritual transformation. No, it's not even an 8. Why am I saying that? The Daughter of Wands. But it's that snake. That snake symbolism there of transformation. People avoid traveling into their own wild unknowns, diving deep into their subconscious, exploring their nightmares just as much as their dreams, and seeing how they're related, seeing how they affect each other. People avoid that naturally because they just would rather deny the dark sides of themselves. And because it's very easy to face illusion when we dive into our own wild unknowns, when we deal with our subconscious, we face there's a lot of lies that become unearthed, a lot of false beliefs, a lot of things that we've maybe been conditioned to believe that are not in fact truth, but we've made them truth because we've given them power, we've given them our attention, we've given them value. And so it sometimes can feel very, you experience a lot of anxiety and self-doubt when traveling through this wild unknown. When we get the moon card, when we actually do take the time to devote ourselves to exploring our shadow selves just as much as we explore and acknowledge our light selves, it can be scary. But for those of us who go in with a commitment to it, with a commitment to growth, with a commitment to transformation, and to honoring an idea, a dream, a decision, something that we know is right. I want to get there, but I know I have to deal with darkness that stands in between me and there. And so many people back down from that challenge because they're afraid, because they don't want to experience the self-doubt. They worry that they'll lose themselves in that process. You won't lose yourself in this process because you have the magician here. Don't forget how powerful you are. As the magician, you decide what in this realm, what dreams are real dreams and what nightmares are just lies. You decide that by exploring your shadow self and facing it, by really doing the emotional work, the emotional commitment and devotion, this devotion to your own spiritual growth and transformation and renewal. If you're able to really dive into that moon card, commit yourself to the wild unknown and know that there's an element of uncertainty that's just inherent in it. There's going to be fears that you face, but trust yourself that you're powerful enough to deal with them. You're powerful enough to see through the illusion, and even if that means deciding, that's an illusion. What you decide, you make real. That's what this magician card means. What you decide, what you think, you make real. You choose to make it real or unreal. So don't take that power too lightly, and don't abuse that power by giving power to the things that don't deserve power, or by giving power and value to the things that don't support you, don't serve you. that is an abuse, a very backwards abuse towards yourself, really, of that power, of that magician power you have, of that innate magic that you have. Let this, whatever this is, Scorpio, let this see you through the month. This Ace of Swords, this lightning strike, this moment of truth, this idea, this decision that you have, because it is aligning you with your higher path. It is putting you on this track of apprenticeship, of this hard, devoted work into yourself, into your dreams, the dreams that align you, wands, with your soul purpose, and the nightmares that keep you from it. The shadows that tear you down, but also make up who you are, and the light that builds you up, that helps you grow. You grow in sunlight. And also learning to trust that as light, not doubting that light. You know, there's so many elements to how we relate to the light and the dark in this moon card, in shadow and light, and you're at a place right now where you are more powerful than ever, you are more able than ever to dive into it, to dive into the wild unknown and explore it, and come out a real creator of your reality, a real creator of your dreams, a true, powerful manifester, and this reborn version of yourself in this new skin. You're leaving an old skin behind. Let it stay behind you when you shed it. Scorpio, I hope this was helpful. This is a very powerful, I think this has the potential to be a very, very powerful month for you. I'm very excited for you. Please let me know what you think, or if you have anything to share about things in this video that resonated with you, in this reading that resonated with you, or anything that you want to share with me. I'm really excited to hear feedback and know what's happening in your life. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Please share it with share Starchaeology Tarot with anyone who you think would appreciate a tarot reading that uplifts and strengthens them. That is what I aim to do. And I so thank you for your viewership, for your support, and especially your feedback if you do want to connect with me. Thank you, and I literally love you.